Thank you to you at home for being here with us tonight. Do you remember when Donald Trump and his allies were very, very concerned about the mishandling of classified information? It was the thing they cared about almost more than anything else. Much of Trump's presidential campaign was premised on the idea that his opponent could not be trusted because she mishandled classified information. In fact, Trump's campaign was so concerned about the proper handling of government documents, they believed Hillary Clinton should go to jail.
If I win, I am going to instruct my Attorney General to get a special prosecutor to look into your situation.
You know, it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail.
Should Hillary Clinton be in jail? Yes or no? Mayor Giuliani, you know her. You're a prosecutor.
If I did what she did, I would be in jail.
If I did a tenth of what she did, I would be in jail today.
Remember the crowds at the Republican National Convention just thundering over and over again, lock her up. What they were actually saying was lock her up for mishandling classified information. Once Donald Trump did become president, he set about trying to actually do it, to put Hillary Clinton in jail because of her supposed mishandling of classified documents. On multiple occasions, he told top Justice Department officials to prosecute Clinton. He ordered his White House counsel, Don McGahn, to get the Justice Department to prosecute her. According to the new book from journalists Peter Baker and Susan Glasser, Trump not only repeatedly pressured his attorneys general to prosecute Clinton, but told Don McGahn that if they wouldn't, he would prosecute her himself as president. And so the White House counsel had to explain to Trump that presidents, no, they cannot prosecute people. That's not how any of this works. Donald Trump campaigned on it. He tried to do it as president. And here we are, more than a year and a half after he left office, and Donald Trump is still at it. After his no-good, very bad day of legal developments yesterday, Trump went on Sean Hannity's show to vent about all the ways in which he has been mistreated. And to hear Trump tell it last night, what Hillary Clinton was accused of, having classified documents in her possession, was so bad, it might have been her emails the FBI was looking for when they swooped down on his Florida Beach Club last month. Seriously, that is what he said.
I pointed out Hillary Clinton, which is, I guess, the closest case in modern history that this mirrors your case. I mentioned, for example, 33,000 deleted emails. We talked about Hunter Biden's laptop. So do we have equal justice in this country?
No, and it's very unfair. It's a very unfair situation. There's also a lot of speculation because of what they did, the severity of the FBI coming and raiding Mar-A-Lago. Were they looking for the Hillary Clinton emails that were deleted, but they are around someplace? Were they looking for the spying on Trump's...
you had it.
No, they may be saying, they may have thought that it was in there.
Okay.
And a lot of people said the only thing that would give the kind of severity that they showed by actually coming in and raiding with many, many people is the Hillary Clinton deal.
Yes, the only thing that would have justified the FBI searching Donald Trump's home is not anything that Trump did, but something that Hillary Clinton did. That's how bad what she did was. And no, I'm not going to try to explain why Donald Trump thinks the FBI was looking for Hillary Clinton's emails at his house. Now, despite years of trying by Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton was never prosecuted for having classified documents for a very simple reason. She didn't actually have any documents marked classified in her possession. But boy, it's clear that Donald Trump thinks that anyone who did do something that brazen and awful, like, say, if someone had stashed 100 highly classified documents in the basement of his beach club, well, that person should definitely get the book thrown at him. Lock him up. Wait a second. And by the way, in addition to his head-spinning discussion of Hillary's emails last night, Trump also once again threw out the idea that the FBI had planted evidence when they searched his club. This is something he has said repeatedly over the past few weeks. Well, today, the special master in the case has essentially called Trump's bluff. Today, Judge Raymond Dearie gave Trump's legal team 8 days to state officially in a court filing whether the FBI planted any evidence. Basically, it's put up or shut up time for your client's claims. This comes after last night's ruling from the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, allowing the Justice Department access to the 100 or so classified documents seized from Mar-A-Lago, documents Trump had been trying to keep the Justice Department from using in its investigation. I think we've all been expecting Trump's team to appeal that ruling to the Supreme Court any minute now. But here is something else to consider on that front. The 11th Circuit ruling was a pretty stinging rebuke to the Trump-appointed district judge, Eileen Cannon, who had ruled in Trump's favor, who ruled that the Justice Department couldn't even look at any of the documents seized from Trump's house. And today, that district judge amended her order to comply with the 11th Circuit's reversal. So now her order no longer says the DOJ can't look at those 100 classified documents. One question legal experts are now pondering is, does that mean there's no longer anything for Trump to appeal to the Supreme Court, even if he wants to? Is this done? And if so, what does the Justice Department do now? Going forward, will they have unfettered access to these classified documents they found at Mar-A-Lago? What will their investigation look like? After all, Donald Trump himself has spent years telling us mishandling classified documents is a very, very, very serious crime. Joining us now is David Rohde, executive editor of TheNewYorker.com. David, great to see you. Thanks for joining me. Sure. So what is the Justice Department doing right now?
They are, now that they have these 100 documents that they can use, I think a law enforcement official told me they're going to investigate the hell out of this. They want to now finally go question tons of people. And a law enforcement official also said that they have some sort of leads that they want to pursue. One of them, and this is not confirmed, but they have a lead that possibly Trump was showing some of these classified documents to people at Mar-A-Lago. Very reckless handling of classified information.
Probably, it probably dovetails with the criminal investigation afoot here, too, right?
Yes.
That is not something a former president or any person can do.
Yes.
Show classified documents to a random Mar-A-Lago staff or whoever it was.
So this is not confirmed. It's a lead they want to pursue. And Judge Cannon's orders block them from doing that because they were not able to use any material or any knowledge based on those 100 classified documents to question a witness. Well, you know, you were shown a classified document. What did it say specifically? What country was it about? Because they want to corroborate, is this person actually telling the truth? So their goal right now is to just investigate. And my sense is there is no decision yet on indicting Trump in terms of classified information. It will definitely not be until after the midterm elections.
Do you sense that, I mean, there's this will he or won't he appeal question as far as the Supreme Court. Do you think that, I don't know if it's legal limbo, I'm not a legal analyst, but do you think that that at all circumscribes the Justice Department's actions in this hour?
I don't think so. I think once they got this, this big win, it was a very surprising win from the 11th Circuit, I think they've already started investigating the case. And again, a positive note here. This was opinion by, 3 judges. 2 of them were appointed by President Trump. They're young jurists. They're very conservative, Judge Grant and Judge Brasher. And they joined with an Obama-appointed judge to basically just, demolish, to just dismiss this claim from Trump that he can, wave his hand or think that and declassify things. These are clearly classified documents. They're marked classified. They belong to the U.S. government. End of discussion. So, he could go, I don't know. It's a strange thing Judge Cannon did, sort of removing that, She was supposed to wait, right, and see if they were going to take it to the Supreme Court, and she just immediately amended her order to say you can use the 100 documents.
Possibly because it was such a judicial thrashing from the 11th Circuit. The other thing the 11th Circuit did was say in no uncertain terms that the FBI's investigation was inextricably intertwined with the intelligence community's assessment. That is the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. That's doing a sort of separate in tandem review to see how much this compromises our national security. What do you expect is going on that front as the DOJ now has access to these 100 classified documents?
They're, I think, doing a review of the intelligence community. And again, that part was stopped as well. Judge Cannon's, order was sort of vague, but there was a decision in the intelligence community to stop the review. Were there human sources compromised during this period that these documents were in Donald Trump's basement? Were there sort of special hacking, that had been used to get information or listening devices they want to see if there was damage as a result of the way he handled these documents. And this is all very important. Was he showing them to random people? Was there actual damage? A human source may have been killed. Again, none of this is confirmed, but all of that strengthens a prosecution. You want to tell a jury, a story. And you want to say it wasn't just that these documents were sitting in a basement, it was that they caused real harm.
Right.
And so these are critical things. And I want to praise these two Trump judges. You know, a term that some legal experts have used is that the judiciary, the judges are the last wall.
Yeah.
Many Trump judges